It's all about timing. 2 years ago, my mom noticed that kids large and small had hordes of rubber bands around their wrist. My mother is first to spot a fashion fad and asked somebody, "What's with the rubber bands?" She found out kids in Florida where she lived collected and traded silly bands. You could give or get a silly band, and having certain silly bands was a status symbol among the mini style setters. My mom went all over her town to find just the right silly bands to send to her great-grandkids in Illinois. As I said, timing is everything. They opened their gift of silly bands and said, "Huh?" My vlog today is called Precious Gifts. I'm Susan Diamond, publisher of Prayables.com. Some things are just plain stupid until someone else values it. It's a year later, and Rosie, Max, and Jake now love silly bands. Just yesterday I was over at my kid's house. My grandson Max, who's 4, gave me a lizard silly band. I thanked Max. He was very proud to give me a gift that I liked. Rosie, who's 5 years old, came back 5 minutes later with a piece of lanyard with one bead on it. And then Jake came over and gave me his new first-grade picture. I had been gifted by all 3. But when I got ready to leave about an hour later, Max caught me and said, "Bubby, the silly band is not for you to keep. You could wear it when you're here." Sometimes parting with precious gifts is just too hard. Do you remember the gifts that you gave when you were a child? Was it a picture, a poem, or a decorated bar of sweetheart soap? The kids give you gifts and they seem to last forever. Hard to throw away and first to bring a special memory to mind. I have a clay ashtray in my nightstand my daughter Rachel made me with her name scratched out on the bottom. Every Friday night I use the Shabbat candle mat Craig made me in his first year of preschool, almost 30 years ago. And Michael made me the teapot in his high school art class that sits on my kitchen counter. Just the other day when I was going through some files, I found a storybook that Howie had written and autographed for me with his hand-drawn picture on the cover. Of course, I treasure the gifts of little children. But like timing a fad, I find it's too hard for me to give just the right gift at just the right time. I rarely bring my grandchildren the little treats and presents grandmas are supposed to have in their purse when they come to visit. They have so much already. And I've trained those closest to me not to expect gifts from me and not to give them to me. I do let my checkbook give away gifts when it's that time of year, but no greeting cards. I won't give in to the commercialization of sentiment. It may sound bah humbug, but it works for me and my family. I am loving and I am loved, and that's the gifts I share. Family, friends, and God don't need trinkets and toys to know I care. Here's a gift of prayer from Prayables.com. It's called The Gift. Let me give not only of my resources, but also of my spirit. May the kernel of light, goodwill within me be made greater with the giving, radiating outward, passing from fingertip to fingertip, each kindness kindling another. May every hand learn the warmth of fellowship to receive in need and to give in prosperity, passing the flame ever forward until all the world is awash in the brilliant light of giving.